Hello, and welcome to another video. Today I thought it'd be fun if I did a Pinterest Genshin OC challenge. Here's the template if you'd like to also do it. Credits to Wife of Venti on Pinterest. So, here are some recordings, and I've already started with the OC. This is some live drawings. Yeah, and let's get right into my explanations. So first, it's a gender if your favorite character is Anemo, Pyro, or Cryo. They are male, otherwise they are female. I mean, my favorite characters are Farina and Tsubai, who are none of these elements, so I made her female. The hair length will be the opposite of the character you main. Currently, I am maining Tsubai, so I was aiming for a rather short hairstyle. Your vision will be the same vision of the character that you like the least. I mean, the character that I could think of the least, that I like the least, is Ayaka. Don't come at me. I dislike Ayaka for her story quests. I really didn't like her story quest. It was basically like, oh, I have no friends, will you be my friend? Instead of helping her find friends. Like, I would have appreciated that more. And also her personality for me, just personally, is drier than cardboard. So she's gonna be a crowd character. The color of your hair will be inspired by your favorite season. My favorite season is winter, personally. I love winter. I love when it snows. I love the crunching of the snow. I love like the Christmas vibes. I love when you're all cozy and snuggled up in your bed. So I thought her hair was gonna be white and blue, which already fit pretty good into the Tsubai theme, which you'll see later, because yeah, Tsubai's hair is also white and fit good in her color palette. Your weapon will be from the character you want the most but don't have. I didn't really do that, but I would have probably done a sword, because I want Clarand, but on the other hand, I'm probably not gonna get her. And I also want the Tsaritsa when she releases at some point, and she'll probably be a sword character. Add freckles if you've ever lost your 50-50 to Chi-Chi or Kaching. In fact, the first character I got, first 5-star character, was Chi-Chi. I lost my 50-50 to her on Ayaka's Eternal Banner. So I'm not really that mad. It was the wrong Kraus or 5-star, but you can't complain. Anyways, now let's move on to the speed paint itself. You'll see a bit of it repeated, but at least I'll be able to explain my decisions in it. Add glasses if your first 4-star character you pull was Sucrose. That is oddly specific, and she was actually, in fact, the second 4-star I pulled, so nope, no glasses for her. And then your origin will be the same as your favorite god, Farina, so she has to be from Fontaine. And your clothes will be inspired by her main, so Tsubai, which is a bit contradicting to Fontaine, but you'll see how I made it work. Now, I just randomly selected a pose from Pinterest, and then I got to work. I wanted her to have like this really fluffy-esque wolf cut, I think, for her hair, because I just thought it looked cute, and it's probably the opposite length of Tsubai's hair. Like, I imagine her hair is really long when it's let down, but also I wanted her to be inspired by that one ponytail that's hanging back from her. So yeah, I didn't know how to do that at first, and I also had the idea of giving her a bob cut, but I realized I couldn't draw it, so alternative hair it was. Personally, I don't draw Genshin OCs that often because I have them, and then I just never do anything with them. Like, if you have suggestions what to do with OCs, please tell me. I'd really appreciate that. I made an OC once. I did an expression, like 5 expressions with her, and that was about it. But I love drawing Genshin characters themselves. So, now you can see I am kind of trying to figure out what to do with the capes and the robes, because Tsubai in her clothing has a lot of like these flowing sleeves, and I don't think they're that present in Fontanian outfits, so I had to find a different way. But I knew for the top, I wanted to be sleeveless. Like Tsubai's is a bit covered up, but I still wanted like the cutout shape to be a bit similar, and I gave her a corset because that gave me Fontaine vibes. Yeah, and her main colors would be white, a bit of blue like Tsubai, and then like turquoise green. So she would kind of look cryo with a cool color palette, but I wasn't sure how to make the rest of the colors work. Like, there's no yellow in her design, even though Tsubai has yellow. So, whoopsie. Whoopsie doopsie, I think I ignored that. So, back to the ponytail. I had a solution for it, how to add like that one horse thing. I just decided to give her a scarf, and then make a long scarf out of it. This would also give her something interesting to look at from the back, because as we know, Genshin characters are the most detailed in the back. Why? Because the player looks at them the most often. Yeah, I wanted to give her as well these drop earrings. They remind me a lot of Tsubai. And then some like straight lines running down. Tsubai also has that in her dress, but it also reminded me more of Fontaine-esque fashion. And yeah, other than that, there's not much to say. Because now comes the line art. And no hate, but line art is like my least favorite part of drawing. For a while, I struggled a lot with line art. Like, I just couldn't. I couldn't do line art. It was just not possible to do line art, if you know what I mean. There were so many details in Genshin characters. I didn't know how to do the line art because when I did it, all the proportions got messed up. I didn't know back then how to do it. Now I'm kind of better at it. You grow with your challenges, as a wise person once said to me. And yeah. Also, you can see I added like ruffled sleeves at the top. That reminds me a bit more of like Fontaine's styled fashion. I personally love the Fontaine-esque designs. I think Fontaine designs are peak, and like overall the absolute best designs. Yeah, and I gave her a huge bow tie because Fontaine characters have that everywhere. And they have a lot of ruffles. I didn't give her a lot of those though. I don't know how that would have fit with Spy. Yeah, and I added her vision in the middle. I thought that was a nice spot to put it. Although I didn't really draw the cross symbol because I can't draw the vision symbols at all. Anyways, I'm starting to add color here. And I decided to go with the white sleeves as well. Well, for time being, until I changed it. Because I wanted her to have the white pants, I just thought they looked the best. Like, white pants just look good tied together with the hair. And honestly, she kind of looks like a Mondstadt OC, to be honest. But I think the ruffled sleeves are the only thing putting it more to a Fontaine design. I really need to study how Genshin designs work. Anyways, I'm coloring it and I'm pretty happy with the color palette. I really like the color of her eyes. It's like piercing through, it's setting it apart a bit, kind of like Zubai's eyes. And yeah, not much to say at this point, except for the coloring and then adding all of the details and a bit of minimal shading. Shading in Genshin is something I admire. I admire their edges especially. Like, they're so satisfying to look at. It's one of the reasons why I love the art style so much, and I admire them for it. Like, God, oh my God. I just literally guessed. Also, this is pretty much the end of the video, so thank you for watching, and bye-bye.